How do you fix the scratches, nicks, dings, and scuffs in wood furniture as you clean it? That is a great question, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now today we're going to do a product review on Guardsmen Rapid Remedy Repair Kit. And you go, what is that? It's actually a really small kit, and it's made by Guardsman. Guardsman has been in the furniture industry since 1915. And they have a whole line of furniture repair, furniture polish, furniture renovation stuff. This particular kit are magic markers and crayons with a little sharpener that allow you to fill in the nicks, dings, scratches, and scuffs while you are polishing furniture. Now, as house cleaners, and I want to preface this by saying that we normally don't do renovations and repairs. That's not part of our normal job. And so as you go into a customer's house as a maid or a house cleaner, there are things that need to be repaired and renovated, and that's not normally your job. That's usually an upsell. But the exception is when you polish someone's furniture and there's a little scuff in the wood, instead of just scuffing by it and leaving it, we can fill that in and then it looks really nice along with everything else. So when you walk in, instead of your eyes being drawn to the one thing that's wrong, your eyes blend over everything that's clean and shiny. So I'm going to show you today how to repair the nicks, dings, scratches, and scuffs in your wood furniture with the Guardsmen Repair Kit. Now, it's something I've had in my cleaning caddy for years, and it's always served me very well. I will make one note, though. Please use it on an inconspicuous area first. For example, if it's the arm of a chair, don't go at the front arm of the chair very first. Maybe use the underneath side of the chair, shine your flashlight on it, and make sure that it worked properly and that it didn't leave a weird mark or it was too dark before you try it on the front. Because the worst thing is you take something that's ruined and then you ruin it even more and make more attention to it than fixing it, okay? So you want to do it on an inconspicuous area first. But it comes in a variety of different colors, from dark wood all the way up to light colored wood, and the crayons are the same. And so what you're using is a wax filler, and then you're painting over the top of it. Once you've brushed all that in, then you go ahead and you put your furniture polish on top of it, and you can never tell it was there. All right, so let's go take a look and see how it works, shall we? For the benefit of our podcast listeners, we're looking at the top of a wine rack. And this wine rack is made of wood, but it has kind of a veneer or a finish on the top that is picking or peeling off. And there are 5 or 6 streaks. 2 of them are about 6 or 7 inches in length. And then there are a couple of little lines that have picked off stuff. So what we're going to do is just fill in the gaps. Now, one thing that I should mention is that when we fill in the gaps on furniture, this is a lot like wearing a girdle for a fat person. Now, wearing a girdle does not remove the fat, it just makes the fat look better. So we are not going to completely repair this furniture. This is not a renovation kit. This is just making it look better. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the lightest color. You always start with the lightest color magic marker that you think you can get by with. And as you fill in the gaps, if you find that you need a darker color, you can go back over it with the same exact color for a second coating, or you can use a darker color. But you can't go in reverse. You can't start with a darker color and then make it lighter if need be. And you don't want to ruin the furniture. And this is front and center. This is on top of a wine rack in someone's living room. So we have to be very careful that we're not ruining it and making it look worse. Now, as we go over this with the magic marker, you can see that this is probably too light, even though it's coloring in a lot of the similar shades that are in this hardwood or redwood that we're looking at. So as we go over this, we're going to go over it again with a second coating of this same exact pen. And then I might have to use a darker color just so that we can achieve the color that we're looking for to blend in. Now, the good news about this particular piece of wood furniture is there are light and dark shades. So if it's not 100% exact, again, this is like wearing the girdle. It's just going to make everything look better. It's not going to make it look 100%. And we're not going for 100% achievement here. We're going for about 90 to 95%. Once we've put the magic marker on, we're going to go over this with a paper towel. This just smooths all the color in, and it lets us know where we are. Do we need to go back over it, over the top of it with another magic marker and or a wax crayon? The wax crayon is also called a filler stick. Okay, now that we're going back over it again, we are just going to make sure that it blends in as nicely as possible. That is our goal. Our goal is blending. Now, we mentioned earlier that this is not an upsell. This is what we consider a mulligan. Here's the reason why. When you go to a customer's house and the customer has little nicks and dings and scratches on their floors, at first glance when you walk in, unconsciously, it looks like there are little bits of things on the floor. Now, there are not little bits of things on the floor, it's that pieces of the floor are missing. We're talking about a hardwood floor here. So your job is to blend in those little pieces on the floor with the other pieces of the hardwood flooring so that when the customer walks in, their unconscious mind says, wow, everything looks new and shiny and brand new again. So instead of them walking in going, hey, I think you missed some stuff, I see some little bits of this and that on the floor. It's not little bits. It's that little bits of this and that are missing from the floor because things have nicked and dinged and scratched the floor. All right, so back to this wine rack. It's starting to look really great with the wax and the magic markers that we've used to fill in these gaps. All right, now that is our finished product, and it looks amazing. If you didn't know that there were pieces of the top of this missing, you would never know now because it blends in really nicely. All right, so we're going to put the ornaments back on the desk and we're going to pretend like nothing ever happened. All right, next we're going to go to the legs of a chair. Now, it is possible, I hope you're not guilty of this, but it is possible that there are other house cleaners that have cleaned the house, and as they've vacuumed the floor, they've banged the vacuum into table legs and chairs, and they've knocked off little bits of the wood. Okay, so if the bottoms of table legs are scratched, nicked, and dinged, this is a great chance for you to just kind of fill those in with the magic markers and the crayons. Now, it doesn't take very long. You'll see that this particular chair takes all of 30 seconds to repair it from all scuffed up and scratched to looking almost brand new again. And the little touch-ups that we do on the flooring and the table legs and the chairs and the pieces of furniture and the end tables, this all takes literally about 30 seconds from beginning to end of a little touch-up job. So it doesn't take very long at all, and you can just keep all of your magic markers and your crayons in a Ziploc bag in your cleaning caddy. And so as you're cleaning the house, as you sweep and mop the floor, look for little nicks and dings on the hardwood floor. And as you're polishing the furniture, look for little nicks and dings on the wood itself. And then if need be, you can just pull those out and use those as you go, because like I say, it doesn't take any extra tools or anything. You color in the gaps, you go over it with your paper towel, and bam, you're done. All right, there's a scratch here on the floor next to this lamp, and we're just gonna color this in with, again, the lightest color marker that's closest in shade to the flooring itself. And as we color that in, it's going to hide the fact that there was ever a scratch there. On this particular piece of wood flooring, this looks like there could have been some water damage or something done to the floor, but the good news is the pattern of the hardwood goes in these little patterns that I can fill in very quickly. And at a glance, you wouldn't notice that somebody had colored in the areas on the floor or the wood itself. So you just blend them in as easy as possible and bam, you're done. Hardwood floor is a resilient surface, but if any sharp objects fall on the floor, it can nick, ding, scratch, and scuff the floor. And so with this quick repair kit, you can just come in and tidy everything up and then make everything look brand new again. And if there are little marks that are not 100%, if you look closely, that just adds character. Again, you're not going for 100%, you're going for about 98%. But in most cases, you will never be able to go back and tell where you've cleaned up and where you've repaired the little nicks and dings. Now, what we're looking at here is an end table, and it has already been repaired at one point. But the area we repaired got a little bit light, so we're just going to add another coat. We're going to go back over the top, add in a crayon that just blends in over the top of the magic marker that we just filled in. We'll top this off with a paper towel just to blend it in once again, and you'll never even be able to tell that there was a ding there. Boom! Doesn't that look amazing? So one note as you're blending the colors, if you can't achieve the exact color that you're looking for, you can always blend colors with either the magic marker and or the crayons. This will give you an opportunity to find the closest match of what you're looking for. This is great for finished or simulated wood furniture, cabinets, counters, doors, floors, molding. If you haven't given this a try, I highly recommend it because this is an amazing refill kit and every cleaning caddy should have one. Alrighty, now we've had a chance to take a look at the Guardsman Rapid Remedy Repair Kit. And it's amazing at what it does. I'm going to give this product the Savvy Cleaner seal of approval. It does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. Now, the product ranges from $5 to about $15, depending on if you buy the whole array of magic markers or the whole line of furniture crayons. I'm going to leave links in the show notes to all of them so you can take a look and see what's available, and then pick the one that's right for you and the types of furniture that your customers have or that you have in the privacy of your own home. So I want to know, let's start a conversation in the notes below. Have you used Guardsman crayons and magic markers for furniture repair? And if you have, what was your experience? Did it work for you? Do you love it? And would you recommend it to someone else? All right, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.